Hello, buddy. Welcome to the first time ever for backstory. And you're wondering, what backstory? Really? Really? Well, I'm going to go ahead and well, this is going to be the first time ever that I'm going to straight up create one of the person's backstories, and it's from turning aphmaw into dragons. Yep. So let's go. Was a strange man, breathing deeply. He was in the woods, almost like he ran away from the worst thing ever. But he continued running, and running, and running, until he reached the cliff near area. He soon later ran again, but in a different direction, not towards whatever was chasing him, but instead towards another side, a place where he hopes that they couldn't find him, but they still kept going. But now, though, there were more of them. And then he got captured by a group of ragtag people, but with some of them even having magical abilities. They soon ended up taking him into custody and started asking him some questions about what he's seen and does, or even had heard of. He replies, "Well, I'm not going to tell you that easily. All that I can say for you is that I'm a dragonologist who goes around the universe studying dragons. Straight up studying dragons. And I came here because I heard that there's a dragon that is supposed to be last of its kind. And I'm thinking maybe it's the last dragon here, and I decided to go ahead and go to it. Well, let's just say I have interesting business with a whole bunch of other races of dragons, and they're not friendly. And then he replied, and then the person interrogating him replied, "So what's that gem? And why did it bring you here?" "Oh, sorry, but that gem, I traveled with that gem. I'm sorry, but I can't tell you. And yeah, I'll even have a book on the dragons with infinity people, and that's it. That's all that I'm gonna say." And then he replied, "What's your name?" And well, the dragonologist replied, "I'm Rex, or better known as AV. Last name Rex." Soon later, he was then put into a slammer. Right across from him was in fact right across on one side of him, he could hear sounds of fairies, who'd gone insane, and the other side, a person who wants nobody looking at his own face. And right in front of him, a minotaur-like person trying to escape. And then someone else came. And then after a couple of days, while he was trying to map out where he was potentially, someone new came in. Didn't told who she was, but all she says is, "Hi, so this is jail." And he replied, Were you working with them them ignoring her, and she replied, yes and no. Basically, I told someone who was lower level than me some information that she was not supposed to hear about. And now I'm in here. Probably having a memory wiped or something. I don't know. No, and he replied, meh. Oh, you didn't know I was here then. And she replied, not at all. Straight up didn't know you were in here at all. Like, seriously, like, straight up at all. And he replied, well, you can call me AV, the last name Rex, or AV Rex. So short. Okay. Yeah. He replies, I'm gonna break out. And he replies, it's nearly impossible. I studied this place. It has it has advanced technology. Guys, so what? I'm only here for some magical things that touch the heart. And she replies, and magic. Straight up railed magic. He stopped. Right there. What? Yep, that's right. Straight up real magic. He nearly almost fell to the ground, but picked himself back up, saying this, well, that explains the reason why. Why does he can dragons heal? Can heal? And she replies, wait, oh, okay, why are you here for? A species? And then he just replies, and, well, AV replies, I'm here because of a special species of dragon that is supposed to be on the verge of extinction. By now it's probably already extinct. She just says, okay, I got a little bit of magic, but... He replied, but what? But... some bars are electrified and some are not. And this one is definitely electrified. Sorry, containing 2 people, but most likely electricity. And electricity flowing through. And just RV Rex just replies, okay now. Let's get into this. Now though, what to do? His mind clicked with a plan. And that was somewhat foolproof though. That was foolproof. Proof. And he and C soon later talked about the plan on their own and waited until dark. Dark, or at least night, or the time that prisoners are supposed to be sleeping. Anyways, they once again they soon later, C says, only one problem though. I only have the ability to grant myself super strength, and that's a very short one, and that's the only, and it takes quite a memory to actually use it. And he replies, okay now, and then guess this is your last one, and she replies, yes. Okay. Well, let's, let's continue on. She soon made a pulled bars, but before she did that, she says, "Open sesame." And he's like, meh. Well, AV was like, meh. Just thinking to himself that these magics could be learned by anyone. Why such easy names for them? Yeah. Then she was able to pry the bars open, and then they escaped through that. However, they were accidentally triggered an alarm that waked everyone. The other creatures soon they found out that a prisoner has two prisoners have escaped, and didn't want to cheer them on in potentiality of both of them being incinerated. Narrated. Then, well, some small robots came after he was able to destroy them all and then get into what he believed was the evidence cabin/cabinet. And he replies that it's a bit easy for me to reach. And she replies, okay. Yeah. And then he soon found a map of this place. Oh, okay. Just in his head though he soon put the map into his pocket and then looked at the files with only one of them them saying something that interested him. Well, what? I'm pretty sure I cannot open this unless we want more guards, but I think that this is supposed to be the creature I'm looking for. Well, it's confusing, alright? Just breaks the brain sometimes. All that I know is that it has rare in front of its name. And as far as I know, it could even be a werewolf. Wolf. And as far as I know, I don't want to get bitten by whatever this rare creature is in case I turn into one of them. Sooner or later, hearts almost stopped beating. As knowing what was the real name of it and the potentiality of her own kind being able to replenish themselves, but it couldn't happen. Soon they beaved in and then out with security guards coming in with wands, guns and tasers, all sorts of weapons. Pins. There's only about 3 of them, AV said, so let's dodge them. And, well, AV was able to dodge them because, well, AV has been in such situations before that are literally strange, and mostly is a whole bunch of races of dragons, but the first time ever that he's doing in a prison escape with other animals, and then See, it replies, help me, as being crushed by the guards, and then he decides to say, what about me, huh? I'm going to get my stuff. Ooh, look at me walking across the hall, getting my stuff and preparing to leave. The three guards soon there let go of her and came right after AV. And soon there he says, well, let's see how good you really are. And then going into his own cell after running away, but was pretending that he was the one able to pull the bars. The three police officer went in, and then he left them in there. Them in there with the electricity back on. No, they couldn't escape. The lady said, thanks, and he replies, you're welcome. Anyways, we have to get through some halls. After getting through halls with a lot of guards with tasers being pointed right at them. He soon later was able to seal behind the door, making sure that they couldn't get in with any normal means that easily. And soon he replied, evidence, pulling out his map. I think we're in the right place, AV said, and the lady says, okay, so which one is it? Probably has something like Rex, or armvill, I don't know, something like that, or combinations of those, and then was able to find his evidence cabinet. And then say my stone, my infinity pack, and my stone. You can hold on to me. After I read this file where he found out what? They tried to actually use this? Sis, what kind of idiots are they? For an organization this smart and this magical, they're not that smart. And then, well, he replied, "Nah, it only works on my fingerprints. Anyways, just hold on to me right now if you want to leave." He just says yes. They soon teleported into what seems like to be a Nexus area, but this time they're not filled with all sorts of crazy creatures normally looks like them, but normally they has some kind of strange orbital lunes on their arms, like she was expecting. Instead, just a bit more normal. In fact, some of them were even magical creatures, but meh. Anyways, he soon later was able to go back to his home dimension, you can say. Yeah, and, well, he was able to find a new house. Perfectly new house. But then, it was on an island. He replied, what was the problem? He replies, it's on an island that is supposed to be inhabited by people who can transform into dragons. But not like some kind of normal werewolf thing, like half dragon, half man thing. Oh, no. Straight up turn into the dragons. Legend actually says that these people will have two forms. Their human form and their dragon form, and that's it. He then replies, okay, now, let's go there, please. Let's just hope we got enough, feelings. Well, at least for you. He replies, let's go there. Now a new home. Yes, indeed, let's go there. looks like I'm on another expedition to the islands. He says, wait, another one? And he replies, yes, another one. Well, anyways, that one was a bit more smaller and shorter, and really I lived in a tent kind of thing when I was trying to actively look for the dragons, which I only found 3 or 2, most likely 3. Yeah. And, well, yeah. Anyways, won't be that much of an expedition compared to traveling, and won't be an exhibition kind of thing compared to, well, actually going to a new home. Which is most likely going to be going to a new home. They soon they replies, okay. They soon they headed off to the island and filled with dragons. So, do you like this? Something that I really have to tell you is I'm evening out the books. Just to say I'm evening the books. Because, well, now we got this one. Look at it, kind of looks evil, but in reality, it's just overcolor. So, anyways, I'm only gonna bit drawing stickman. So, yeah. Bye.